To Innova Realty Voices, where real talk meets real estate. This podcast is powered by the strength, professionalism, and passion of our incredible female agents. Join us as they share their stories, their expertise, and the voices shaping the future of homeownership. This is Innova Realty Voices, authentic, inspiring, and led by women making a difference.
Hi, welcome again to another podcast of Innova Voices. We are here today with Cindy Marx to do a one-on-one talk with her. I'm Doris Garcia. You can reach me at 832-417-2906. Email is doristexasrealtor@gmail.com. We have Roxana Collazo.
Hi, Roxana Collazo, and my phone number is 713-775-8905. And of course, you can find me on all social medias, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook under Roxana Collazo.
And we have our
Dalilah Pereznegron. How is everyone? Thank you for following our podcast. My information is 832-877-1053, and you could find me at your.realtor.dalilah. Take it away, Cindy.
So, Cindy.
Yes, ma'am.
So we have a few questions for you today.
Sounds great.
We want to get to know you. And first of all, we want to see if you could introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your background.
Okay, sure. I've been in the real estate industry since the late 90s. I worked at small brokerages. I started leasing predominantly. It was and we did do sales, but mostly leasing. I was a single mother, 4 kids, so I needed something that had the constant flow of income, right? But then I did transition into full-time sales, moved to the big box, was at RE/MAX for a while, and then did some boutiques. I did have my own office and property management company for quite some time.
Okay, amazing. So what first inspired you to become a realtor?
The story.
I know the story.
Yeah,
I love hearing
story,
the
man. My oldest child had colic, and she was awful to sleep. And so sometimes I would have to ride for her to sleep. So I would just ride neighborhoods. And if she fell asleep in the car, there was zero chance I was getting out of the car, right? Yeah. We were just riding till the nap was over, okay? So I started touring neighborhoods. At that time I lived in League City, and peeps are going to fall out now, but Meadow Bend was brand new. They had model homes there. And Bay Ridge was brand new.
That's actually
right, you know. So I that's what I did. And I found that I loved them, and I could start driving and go, oh, that's the same house. Oh, wait, but it flipped, you know. And I knew it from just driving by, and I went, okay, I might have a knack for this thing,
you know. Of course. And my last question right now is, what is your experience like during the time in your real estate industry?
What was my experience like? Wow. Roller coaster, like everybody else's, right? There were times when I failed, so I hit my knees. We all do. Yeah. We all do. If you're hearing me out there, we all do. You're going to skin your knees. The whole thing is get back up.
Yes.
Learn it and keep going, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that, what I loved most about it was I was a single mom, and it allowed me to be at the ball practice, to go on the school field trip, or
amen for that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because I don't know, it might be a thing with moms. That's a priority.
It is. It's huge for me because I could be anywhere with my kids, and I made a lot of money on their activities as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So many people.
My goodness, yeah. So it was wonderful. It is and is today, in my opinion, the best industry, because I don't care who you are, there's a place for you, for us, in our industry.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. And let me ask you, just to piggyback off of a little bit, off of her questions, what do you think are the biggest challenges in real estate right now?
Right now?
Yes. That the realtors are seeing or encountering.
Buyers not coming out. Sellers are out, buyers aren't coming out. And buyers aren't coming out for a multitude of reasons. They say rates, but I learned long ago, it's the layered questions, guys. I'm going to tell you this, but let's ask a little deeper. Let's find out what it really is. Yes. And most often that's going to impact my monthly flow, right? Okay. My monthly cash flow.
It all comes down to that money.
Yeah. That's right. And so under 500 grand, the daily money cash flow, right? It affects them. So, you know.
Definitely.
Okay. Yep.
What do you feel are the biggest issues or concerns that you've had whenever you've had deals that fall through? don't fall through or don't go through.
When they struggle?
Yes,
right,
when they're
right.
struggling.
I didn't have that many fell through, so watch your tongue, child. We ain't gonna go that route. No, ma'am. I told you my lender,
love
Seth
it.
Saldivar, knocked it out the park. He did.
yeah.
And when we had to dig in the trenches, we did, right? I had some deals fall apart, not just because they did, you know. And for whatever the reason was, you can't just walk away. So if the person couldn't buy, then I told them, hey, we're going to get a lease. We're going to get you out of where you are. Let's make a move. Let's get you on a plan.
You found a
right?
solution.
Absolutely.
solution.
Oh,
That's-
oh yeah. We don't just say, okay,
Of
we're
course
done.
we are.
Absolutely,
We talked last time about how
never.
realtors, we find solutions.
Never.
Always.
But
Yes.
that's how you build a referral-based business, ladies.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's how you do, because you just don't quit. You just dive in and help them.
Yes, and I guess I must agree with you because it is a business where you have to be thinking outside the box.
Oh,
you have to be
gosh.
creative
Yep.
to try to save the deals.
Yes.
You have to figure out what
Yes.
is another way, what is
Right.
another solution.
That's right.
I always tell people, I know we have problems, but what are the solutions?
Well,
Yeah.
guess
I
what?
need the solutions.
Get your resources so you have the tools in your box so you know what those options are. You know.
Correct. And let me ask you, with all this hardships and dealing with the different situations, did you ever have a moment where you were like, you know what, leaving real estate might be a need for me?
Not one time.
Okay.
Not one time.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
So that's even with
I
you being
raised
at the
4
bottom.
children.
Like if you're on your knees and you're like, okay, I'm done.
No, we
No?
wasn't done. We were just down.
Yeah,
There's a difference in done and
It's
down. A
just
couple
you
of
hit
letters
it
there.
and you go back
I
up.
love it.
Oh, so
I
where's
love
the
it.
solution?
As it
Where are my
should, yeah.
leads? What did I stop doing
Yeah.
that was working
That
so
was
I can
working.
do
What
it
did I do
again?
wrong?
Correct.
Get back up on the horse. No, I never wanted to leave.
Great.
All right,
I
and
love
that's
this
great
industry.
advice
It's
for
'cause, I
all
mean,
realtors.
Yeah, you have to balance things out too, and it's
Yeah.
like being with your kids and doing. all the
Sometimes
things
that
you
was
want.
more
It's
important. That
hard.
had a
The industry,
priority.
yeah.
That had a
I-
value. That
I
it's
can
not
relate with
a
that.
paycheck.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I think whenever we start analyzing, seeing our lives in that, from that view of, hey, you know what, my end goal or my priority are my children, are my family, then
It
you make
all
it work.
flows,
It
guys.
works. Your downs are
Yes,
just moments for you to
yes.
learn. Those are the lessons where you learn, pick up. and
Not
let's
doing that
keep
again.
going.
Doing that. Yep.
Yep,
I agree.
definitely.
So I'm going to turn the table on that one and let's go to the
Alright.
positive side.
Okay. What we
Please.
got? What we
Okay.
got? We got.
That's always needed.
Of course. What did success look like for you in your real estate career?
Oh, success looks
That
like
means different
a
for everybody.
balance, right? I was just going to say, for me, it was a balance in life. It was the ability to be the mom and to do the things with my kids, to have a personal life, but to be there for my clients because, guys, this is 24/7, 365.
Oh, yeah.
So one of the biggest deals I did, believe it or not, was a Mother's Day lease. I had just closed a $5 million transaction. My boss didn't want me to have to ask me, but on Mother's Day, she said, nobody else will go. Will you go? I went on a $1,300 lease, right? So are you thinking I really need? I didn't, but I went. I converted him to a buyer
Yeah.
because I made him buy. We bought new. I said, hey, you can buy new and do it in 2 weeks. They needed to move in 2 weeks. So when the builder did a project later that year, they came to me and asked me if I wanted to be the property manager, and it ended up being 92 homes.
Wow.
Jesus, that's
Now that's a blessing.
Because
That's
I
a
went
success story
out
right there.
I
for
love
a
that.
$1,300 lease on Mother's Day, and I said, hey, y'all do the dishes, I'll be right back.
Yeah,
And that's how that works, man.
Best Mother's Day
Day
gift
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
But
I love that.
success for me was also changing lives.
Okay.
I was never the one shooting for the luxury. I wanted to make that person know that thought they couldn't, see that they could.
I love that.
Yes.
That was heart for me, so that was success for me.
I love that. Great response. Okay, so what are certain skills or tools, strategies that you feel like helped you grow that?
When I took the Buffini class at Remax, when I was there, that's when I turned the corner. That's when I realized, okay, we have to get this strategic marketing plan in place,
yeah.
and you got to
Very
stick with it.
Okay.
You have to figure out what works for you, what marketing piece is your easy thing, because consistency, right? It's got to be natural, and we got to stick with it. And when we do fall, because we do, realize what was working, pick it back up, and keep going.
Okay, great responses. Okay, one last one for you.
Yes, ma'am.
If you could go back, all the way back,
Yep.
any time of
Yep.
your career, would you change anything? What
Yep.
would you do different?
I would start marketing a database from day one.
Okay.
When I was at a leasing office, I remember I started in June, and it was Christmas time, and I went and bought Christmas cards, right? Because I was going to send all my clients and thank them and, Merry Christmas. And my broker laughed at me. And another lady there said, those people aren't coming back to you. Those are leasing people. So I remember putting them in the desk, and I never did, and I felt really embarrassed. And then when I did leave him a couple of years later, he said, you have the most repeat business I've ever seen. I got people walking back in my door here looking for you. So should I have done that? My instincts, I should have followed them because, guys, that's the key.
Yeah.
Do the database, talk to the people, and get the referrals.
Yeah, because you build also a relationship with the people, so it's like you don't want to just do
Why
one
drop
thing and
it?
that's it.
Why drop
So
it?
you want
Right.
to
Yes.
correct.
And you build
100%.
relationships.
Yes.
Is everything, no
It
matter
is.
who it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Key.
I agree.
Yep. Absolutely.
Changing it a bit
Okay.
here.
What you got?
I know you said that, you're more instructor now.
Yep.
So what basically led you to pivot from the real estate to more instructor?
That's easy. I had a granddaughter. My daughter had my granddaughter, and I moved. I sold my real estate office, or closed my real estate office, sold my property management company to one of my agents, and I moved where they were. And we ended up in Florida, where I still do have a license because I'm cheap. It is what it is. It's $39 for every 2 years, and that's all it costs. You feel me?
Yes.
And I keep it active so I can still get referral fees, right? So because otherwise nobody could pay me a referral fee for my referrals. But so when I came back, I was taking care of the baby, and she went to school, and I was like, what? I am too young. What am I going to do? You know, and Heidi, my dear friend, we've known each other since that Buffini class I talked about. She said, and she has this company. She said, "Why don't you teach?" And I went, "Oh my God, yeah, why don't I teach?"
Light bulb.
Yeah. So first class I wrote was lead generation, which is what we're going to have here next week. And it covers everything from how to do a database, how to reach it, how to build a pipeline, how to market the FSBOs. I mean, outside the box, inside the box, tried and true. Everything.
Okay.
You will walk away from that class with multiple ways to go make money tomorrow. I promise you that.
Choice is yours.
Okay.
Yep.
So, and now I really love it because now I change your lives, right? I'm still changing lives,
Definitely.
but I'm teaching other people how to
You're helping
change
us
those
as well.
lives, right?
Yeah.
And I'm making a difference all around the city. I mean, Cyprus, champions everywhere, you know?
And let me interrupt to let everyone know, if you want to come to any of those classes, you're more than welcome to. It is an open class, and all you have to do is give us a call. So Roxana Collazo at 713-775-8905.
My name is Dalilah Pereznegron, and my cell phone number is 832-877-1053. You can call or text.
And I'm Doris C. Garcia. I'm at 832-417-2906. Most of my Instagram and everything is Doris Texas Realtor, as well as my email. So reach out.
With that said, would you mind sharing where your peers and everybody else can find you at as well?
Absolutely. Facebook is the best place to find me because I post all of my classes on there. It's Cindy Marx, Marx, and you'll see everything I've got all around the city.
I love it.
Nice.
Awesome.
So we're going to continue a little bit with the
Let's
questions.
go.
That's fine.
Great.
So I know you've talked a lot about it, but it says, how did your experience in real estate prepare you for your teaching role? Which is like
Because the vast
Literally.
things that I did, right?
Yeah.
Because I did leasing, because I did residential, because I did some commercial. Didn't do a lot, but I did some.
Yeah.
Because I did property management, because I worked with tenants that basically were trying to figure out how to pay that bill, single moms. And then one of my clients was worth $4.6 billion. He was a self-made man on the Forbes list. So the diversity. I think,
Diversity.
of my clients.
You know,
It-
and that's one of the things of the industry as well.
Yeah,
Like,
diversity is
it's
all.
Oh yeah,
everything, yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Well, I love that. And my last question here is, what skills or lessons carried over from being a realtor to becoming an educator?
My ability to talk, my communication
Yes.
skills. 'Cause guys,
We all know that you are
Yeah.
amazing at it.
What's she
Her
talking about?
If I know Cindy Marx is going to teach that day, you're going to see me here.
Well,
so,
you know,
very,
but
very great.
communication is the thing for me, you know, and those skills that I had there make it so much easier to talk to you guys, you know.
So let me ask you, and what about for those realtors that feel like they're coasting, they're surviving, they're on survival mode, what advice would you give them?
Lease. I don't care who tells you don't. lease. The money is there. And the thing is, with salespeople, we've got to have a positive mindset, right?
Definitely.
So if you're doing something and you're showing and you're active and you're getting paid, it's moving, and it's a person in your database. Because this lease person, mother, brother, cousin, what do I say, bowling team, dog park, right? Everybody, they know people. So it's a person and it's money.
Right. Not to mention that lease is always going to turn into how long are you going to lease for?
Yeah.
Can I prepare you in the year that you're
Your
leasing
house.
so we can work on your credit, whatever we need to work on, so
100%.
that you can become a homeowner.
Definitely.
So that's amazing.
That's it, right?
And my
100%.
little pitch line always is, well, renting is 100% interest. Do you really want to continue renting, or let's try to make a plan and get you to be your homeowner?
Exactly right.
So
That's
always
exactly
something
right.
that I throw out there and
Yep.
remind them, because that will definitely get us to the next step.
And
right?
when you get them there and they think they can't, good Lord, you've changed a life.
Those are the
and
best.
you've changed
Yes.
so many lives from there, you know? It's amazing.
Okay, and then let me ask you one other question. What do you think real estate professionals need to focus on based on today's market in order to thrive in today's market?
We've got to get buyers back out. We've got to educate the buyers that date the rate people. I know we hear that line, but seriously, make it real for them.
Yeah.
Show them if you're renting, this is what you're spending. You're spending that much on somebody else's mortgage.
Somebody else's investment.
That's right. And right now, predominantly, a lot of the areas are in a buyer's market. If you're in a buyer's market, that's when a buyer gets more,
Definitely.
right?
Yep.
Let's capitalize on this opportunity for you to get a whole lot more right here, right now. That rate is not that bad. 6, please. I was happy with 7s back in the early 2000s. Right? Come on now.
I got my house.
Right? So
Something so I'm
I
like,
think-
explain
yeah.
to them, break it down, show them that no, don't let this media put fear here.
Yeah.
Let's make the dream come true.
Yes, and I think I'm a very visual learner, and just like you, I was a teacher. I actually a little bit backwards, right?
Right.
I was a teacher and then came in. If someone is considering transitioning out of real estate, how can they navigate that decision with some confidence?
By finding the right broker, by finding the tools to get them to the level they need to be. So they need to know the right questions to ask. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
And if they get with the right person, you can make deals tomorrow. I know a young man started last month. He's closing his his first deal in a few weeks.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I love
you
that.
just got to get in the right place.
I 100% agree with that.
And that looks different for everybody.
Oh, it does.
Whatever
Absolutely.
your
That's
goals
right.
are and all
yes,
that
sir,
good stuff,
Bob.
so.
That's right. Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, but I
Okay.
do want to ask you 2 last things.
Okay.
What's one piece of advice that you would have told someone earlier on, as far as your
Young in
career?
their
Yeah,
that is young in their career.
career.
Don't try to do too much, but do what you do naturally, consistently, because that's what's going to help you grow. Right? Consistency is it. Because if you find the things that are going to help you, that are working for you, grow those and then add. But when
Right.
you try to take on too many things, you go flatline.
Right? It becomes too much.
It is.
Great.
It does.
It can
And
easily become
last one.
overwhelming and
It does.
snowball.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Okay, so we loved having you today.
you so
it was a
much.
pleasure.
appreciate
For
that.
everybody that knows, like I said, where can we find you?
Facebook for sure. Always.
Facebook.
That's my.
And do you have a certain slogan, or what is that, or what
It
is
just
it?
says Cindy Marx, and then I think it says in parentheses my maiden name, Tatum. But you'll be able to find me, and it says Real Estate CE Instructor.
It was a pleasure to have you today.
Thank you so
Very
much.
much.
Thank you very much.
Again,
brought us a
appreciate
lot of
Thank you.
knowledge.
Yes, a lot of wisdom.
We appreciate
of
it.
So many years
Awesome.
of experience.
Well, I hope to bring
For
you some
those
more
out here.
knowledge as I teach you classes in here too.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Pleasure is ours.
Yep. Thanks
Again,
so much.
I'll finish this off with my name is Dalilah Pereznegron. You could find me at your.realtor.dalilah, and my phone number is 832-877-1053. Thank you so much for watching. Please continue to support us.
And my name is Roxana Collazo, 713-775-8905, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as Roxana Collazo, Realtor. And once again, thank you so much for being with us.
You're welcome,
I
sweetheart.
definitely appreciated the interview.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Doris Garcia at 832-417-2906. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok,
All of it.
Threads.
We're all
everything.
there.
Doris, Texas Realtor. So reach out.
See us again next time. Thank you so much, guys. We
Bye-bye.
love you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to Innova Realty Voices, where real talk meets real estate. We hope today's conversation inspired you and gave you new insight into the journey of homeownership. Don't forget